Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have Rapier. This is Irene's theme. I actually recognize this one because I swear people have requested this one in the past, but it just never made it through my usual process of picking the song. But Para and my executive producers put this on the list as one of the songs I must get to, so I will be doing that today, and I obviously know all the context here, so I'm ready to go, and without further ado, let's go! Watch this be like one of the best songs and somehow slip through the cracks every time. The sound design is kind of reminding me of Robert Wolf's work. I'll have to see who made this one. Oh. But this guitarist screams Obi. I suppose I'll have to check. One hell of a start. If there's a guitar solo in here, it's gotta be Obi. I'll give it time. This is an insane, like, stack on the drum kit. Very like splashy kind of stack, very loose. By the way, a stack is just like a stack of cymbals. It's just called a stack. Some people will like them a little bit tighter, some people like them a little looser. This is a loose one. Got that like tragic tension on the piano part. Oh man, that had me like locked in there for the last 30 seconds or so. That was a really cool outro. I have to see who made this one now. It was Robert Wolf. I fucking called it, at least in part. I wonder if he got help from Obi for the guitar part. Maybe he just did it. I don't know how good Robert Wolf is at guitar. I just know that Obi's a boss at the guitar and that they used to work together, so it would totally make sense if it's like, hey, dude, I need like a sick little guitar passage. Can you come over here and record that for me? Cool, thanks, bro. Also, it could have just been himself. Again, I don't know how good he is with the guitar. I assume they're all fucking good on this team. They've always been fucking good. The crew at Hexany has always made so many good fucking songs for this game that it's like, I don't doubt their skills in any way, shape, or form. But either way, beautiful song here. That like kind of general atmosphere that I was getting, that was giving me the whole Robert Wolf vibe, because he's a fucking master at that. I love his atmospheric work. It's so good. And it's just, that's what tipped me off at first, because I love the tone this song sets. I believe it's in C minor after playing around with it a little bit. And it's just kind of sitting there on C minor a lot of the time. It does use A flat and B flat, but it kind of likes to just sit around the C minor there for a while. And that's great too. But like the one part that really got me at the end, that spot where I was like really locked into listening to it, there is this moment where it goes from the A flat to the B flat to the C minor to the D flat to the E flat. And then it ends it, I think, on an inversion of F minor, which is cool because like this would be a normal F minor. This is what I think happened. It's the same notes, of course, just, but if you take these top two and you move them down to the lower octave, and then you, of course, use the same root note, there's your same exact chord. Just inversions are a way to keep things working the way they should. There might have been another inversion in there, but that was the one that I noticed, because it's like building up and keeping this energy going. And then if you were to just continue upward, it does feel right, but also not quite as solemn as the inversion makes it. Because if you get that build going, you can kind of hear how that settles in, kind of just landing, especially down here. Oh, it feels so right to have everything build up, to just have you kind of be like shrugged off almost at the end. It just has a really significant effect on me at very least, and I think that's a really fucking cool way to do that. Everything else in the song, gorgeous. Love the guitar in here, like I mentioned a few times. It's just, it's so smooth and it feels so good. It fits in way better than I think it should. You know, it's one of those things where you hear an instrument and you're just like, oh, that's in here? Why is it working though? Why am I kind of on board with it? Everything else around it doesn't really feel like that would be an element of the song. It has such an orchestral voice that you're just like, oh wow, you're building this like big sound, and it's like not very rocky in any way. And then they throw an electric guitar and you're just like, oh shit. That's the fucking glory I love Robert Wolf for. He loves to throw in weird stuff. And it's not that it's weird because it's bad. It's weird because it's unconventional in some ways. And for this one, the rest of the tone of the song was not giving me, you need an electric guitar here. But it was something, he was like, there's something missing. I could tell that he was just like, there's something missing here, guitar. And then they threw that in there. That's why I'm wondering if Obi helped out with that, just because Obi does that too. Loves the excuse to use his guitar, so I wouldn't be shocked. But also, Robert is just so fucking aware of how the atmosphere needs to sound, and he does a really good job at making that happen, and that's why he's the fucking king at it at Hexany. He just nails it. But as a more general blanket, less music theory involved here, I just think this song's vibe works really well for this character. I am pretty aware of how she fits into the Seaborn storyline too, not just because of what Parrot told me, but because I have read some of the lore. Just because I don't play the game does not mean I was not interested enough to go and read the lore. I have read quite a bit of it at this point, and that is a part of it that I've read, so I'm aware of how this all fits in, but it's almost really cool in a way to be able to put sound to that, I guess. Like, I don't have voice lines, I mostly am reading with this stuff, so I don't really have like a theme in my mind of what would be happening when or how, and having a song like this kind of just perfectly encapsulate that part of the story for me and give context to it audibly is so fucking neat. So I really like having that now. This is something that I wish I had a couple months ago when I was reading through some of that stuff and putting more of that context into my own brain. But now that I do, I'm able to kind of rework my memories and like place this in and go, ah, yeah, that totally tracks. And again, just a really good song. I love how much he was able to do with no vocals whatsoever. Just pure musicality, making sure that the atmosphere was set and playing around with the instruments to be able to make sure that he told this emotional, atmospheric tale as best as he could. And he fucking did it because he's Robert Wolf and he knows exactly what the fuck he's doing on that front. But I think I'm done yapping here, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else from Arknights, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you want to guarantee something, much like Para did for this one, you can go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, or you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!